Top. Oh,
What is up, everyone? Oh, we are live. Yeah, Dragon, we are now live. Welcome, Emergent Darkness, VIRXS, Luca Film, The Brick Awakens, Copper, Caleb. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Of course, I got my trusty knife, which is significantly smaller than Dragon's because it's just for cutting tape instead of severing fingers. And today, not only are we building, well, I'm building the Batman, and Dragon is working on some film stuff. But at the end of the stream, we're going to be dropping some sets. So I'll show you guys what I'm dropping today. It's Hagrid's hut, and this thing, carrying it upstairs, literally started to break on me. So this thing it's going to explode, which is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a Lego Elves set, which, let's just say Lego Elves, like Lego Friends, was not the most sturdy of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course... Someone says, oh, yeah, you got the Lego Batman set lucky. Yeah, I got so lucky with this one, man. I was able to cop it 32% off on eBay, which is... I cannot believe, like, the set actually came and it wasn't, you know, a ripoff. Did I tell you about the one time I got, like, ripped off on eBay because the minifigure disintegrated?
Oh, really? No, I didn't hear about that time.
Okay, so, full disclosure, at the end of all this, I emailed the seller. He was super nice about it. He fully refunded me, which was awesome. So, like... I don't know if he was trying to rip me off, but I ordered this Lord of the Rings minifigure. And when I got it, I picked it up, and the legs and the torso literally disintegrated into dust in my hands.
Ooh.
Like, it was crazy. The seller was like, must have been the shipping. I was like, bro, I think this was a little more than shipping. But he refunded me, so whatever, I guess.
All right. I will be filming right now. I've got the camera set up for the remote app.
Lit. This is the biggest. This is a 600-piece set, and it has like the finger punch things to open it.
All right, I think we'll start with the easiest one, which is Portal, which is you have a let's call your effects are pretty easy because they're all in post, so they're easy to film. But it's
yeah. Caleb, it is going good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. How are you guys? How's chat doing today? TT Stop Motion Short says, how does that even happen, lol? I really think the seller, like, stored it really poorly. But in the end of the day, I got a free hairpiece and a free sword. So there's that. Use it for my Joker custom. VIRXS, eBay is definitely better than Amazon for Lego sets that are no longer being sold.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
Can you hear that camera clicking?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to see if I can fix that, because that's really annoying.
While you do that, I'm going to throw some music on. Coppers is blaming on FedEx. That's what all good sellers do. Bro, actually, you're not wrong, though. That's like if something goes wrong when you're selling on anything, blame the shipping company. It's definitely where it's at. Have you seen the Batman yet, Dragon?
No, I have not, unfortunately.
When you get a chance, it is phenomenal.
Is it on par with the Batman media of the past?
Yeah, it is. In my opinion, undebatably either the best or the second best Batman movie of all time.
And what would it be second best to?
The second Dark Knight trilogy movie with Heath Ledger's Joker is the only one that you could argue is better, I think. And it's so close. It's so hard because this is like the first in the trilogy. But yeah, it's definitely up to par. We still got to get you to watch The Dark Knight. You know what's not up to par? The fact that Lego cheaped out and didn't give this cape the second hole punch. Which means now I gotta replace it with another Batman cape because it doesn't sit right. I don't get why they do that. Also, somehow they messed up the hair color of Batman, but whatever. I'm not complaining. I got enough hair. Overall, though, very great printing in this set. Look at that. Do I have my Black Widow on me? I do. I'm gonna fix the Batman right here, right now.
All right. Where is the onion skin? I have not used this before.
Oh yeah, onion skin is at a weird place, as I can say. Look at that. The cape just does not sit right with the one-hole punch. I don't understand why they do that. I'll have to fix that. Okay, not to annoy Black Widow fans, but people have been pointing out that this Black Widow right here, the arms are perfect for the Batman. So I'm going to be ripping those off. Just too good to resist. Ooh, VIRX says, which is better, Marvel or DC or Star Wars minifigures? I feel like Marvel recently has had the best printed figs with the CMF. What would you say, Dragon?
I don't know. I haven't watched any of those films, so I don't know how accurate stuff is as well.
That's true. Look, anytime a figure has arm printing, leg printing, dual molding, and 2 face prints, I'm all in. That's kind of my view on it. Oh yeah, that makes this figure look so much better. Yeah, that does help. Copper says, the Batman really surprised me how good it was. It was, bro, Matt Reeves did an amazing job. I feel so, like, chill in this stream, Dragon. Because I feel like the last 3 streams have been, like, that, like, high, intense stress, like, we got to get this built. The sets,
Yeah.
we're going to have to drop sets. And now it's like, I can just build Batman with the instructions. Very chill.
I feel you.
Actually, though, I've had a Lego set sitting on my shelf for 3.5 weeks now, which is the longest I've had a set and not built it.
That's crazy.
It's the AAT, and I got it. And then right as I got it, you were like, I got this idea for the Tiger stream. And I was like, oh, that's so good, we can't wait. So we did that, and that took us 3 streams. And then I was going to build it today, and then the Batcave came, and I'm like, I kind of want to start filming this. So I'm going to build that right now. So it'll get built eventually. I also find it interesting, I think there's 16 minifigure heads in this set, which I think is the most ever, but maybe not. Pretty high amount. That's a cool biker hat. VIRX says, imagine Lego were alive and felt pain. That would be cool and disturbing and fun. I feel like mostly it would be disturbing.
Yeah.
Especially with how many Lego minifigures I've decapitated.
Yeah.
Have I shown you the head box?
No.
Heads. It's all of them. I also got hands. Where's the hands? I gotta grab the hands. The hands! I have this bag of all my minifigure hands, so I can make customs easier. And it scares me to death, because I know one day I'm not going to zip it up all the way, and all these hands are going to spill onto the floor.
Oh.
Hands. That's going to be a painful day. Copper says, why is Dragon beeping? Is he expiring or something? Nah, Dragon's just filming with a camera, and that camera be loud sometimes.
Bro, I don't know where the camera off is.
I don't think you can turn it off, because I tried to turn it off, but somehow when I screen shared, it didn't screen share audio, so it just annoyed me.
Wait, I wonder if I can mute the tab.
You should be able to. What's weird is I can't mute it. Like, it's coming from you. Your camera is picking it up.
One moment.
Can you just mute whatever you're filming on?
It's the...
Am I already
It's
missing it?
just the... What's it called? Here. Where would it be, though? I think it's going to be in general settings. So let's...
No way. 3 pieces in, I'm missing a piece. No way. Hold up. That's bizarre.
All right, well, let's get
Well,
ourselves...
shoot.
So let's say 13.
Oh, there it is.
Shoot to film at.
Already built it. My bad, guys. My bad. Hey, Brick Films Action says, "Hey, Portal, I was here last stream. Remember? Oh yeah, man, that last stream was legit. Because of that, we're gonna be dropping sets at the end of this stream. So,
Do you think this is too slow? Because this is 13 frames.
I think it'll be okay
I think I need to ease
when the
more
magic is
when I
there.
do.
Yeah, ease a little bit more, I'd say.
Yeah, because it's too constant of a movement, so it doesn't snap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if I can settings, shutter sound off. There we go.
There you go.
Use full resolution preview. May slow down. Let's do full.
VIRXS says, "Wait, can I get the old Marvel sets from eBay, like 2015 Lego sets?" Yes, you can. And eBay has this amazing two features called auction and offers. And what they allow you to do is, one, you can just auction stuff, which is lit because you can sometimes get good prices. And two, the offer, you can just lowball people. And here's the amazing thing about eBay. You lowball enough people, eventually someone will just say yes for no reason at all. And that's how you get stuff 32% off.
Oh, okay, that's my face. Why are we doing that? Why are we showing me?
You good?
It's the camera was on. Why is it back facing camera? No.
It's not back facing for us.
Okay.
Oh shoot, yeah it is, but it's not showing your face.
That's because I'm off camera.
Hey, Mountain Dew, me too.
There we go. What the frick? Okay, I'm gonna put a convenient little
Piece of tape or something over it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay. Does that cover it? Yeah, that'll do. Yikes.
Hold on.
All right.
It's okay. Dragon already revealed me a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. Where is my portal thing? I have one thing that has your accessories.
Oh, okay. This has got to be one of the coolest Lego pieces of all. If you guys haven't seen this, chat, it's a red magnifying glass, and you can get like these notes here. And when you put it over, you can see it's not coming out on camera well. Hold on, let me get the light. It like reveals the secret notes. Ah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Let me put it next to it. All right, you guys see the question mark? Kind of. You can kind of make it out. You can totally make it out in person. It's a really cool effect. There's the Riddler's face. It's hard because it's either lit up or it's like reflecting, but it's really cool. And the magnifying glass itself, really cool piece. I really like that. Also, the set is batarangs for some reason, which is odd because they weren't in the movie. But I'm never gonna complain about batarangs. Covers his mom should be instructed to call Dragon when he's live too late. Nah, that was, I don't even know who that was, man. That was my talking parrot. That'd be so lit to have a talking parrot on live stream. Can you imagine all the fun you could have until it like name reveals your address?
Get doxxed by your own parrot.
That'd be amazing because the parrot would like also be doxing himself. Well, I guess the parrot wouldn't care. Batman is epic, that one Lego dude says. I totally agree. Yeah, the trick with eBay, I'd say, and I'm not good at it, is patience. Like, you gotta be like, I'm gonna want this set also in like a month still. So I'm gonna like, just save the search, start watching, and just lowball everyone. Like 20, 30%, whatever you want, lowball. But the more you lowball, the harder it is to get someone to say yes. But it's always painful when you lowball someone and they don't even counteroffer and they just say yes. And you're like, oh, I could have went lower. Because this guy, he didn't even counteroffer, which is insane to me. Because he had already sold multiple at his normal price. So I was like, you're selling. This is your last one. You're not even going to counteroffer? This guy is amazing. I appreciate him. Appreciate him.
He's just a big fan of the channel.
That'd be awesome. I am Portal Master on eBay. It's so cool when stuff arrives. It's like addressed to Portal Master. No joke. Coppers' is talking parrot is instructed to say frick over and over again. That would be amazing. Or, oh, if we could get... Parrots can't read, can they? If we could get a parrot to read chat, though, that'd be cool.
Oh.
Get, like, earbuds that tell him what chat is saying, and then he reads it out.
Parrots can't read, can they?
It'd be so cool if they could. Well, like, there's some animals are smarter than you'd think. Like, we were able to teach my dog left and right, which is
Wait,
like...
what?
Yeah, Flash knows the difference between left and right. If you tell him to look left, look right on the road, he'll look left and then look right. Same if you do it vice versa.
Really?
Yeah, Flash, my dog, he's a red border collie. He's not fast, unfortunately, but he is like red and white. Is like the it's technically brown, but whatever. Yeah, he knows left and right. It was really cool. I was like, dang.
Yeah, my boy Flash is I remember when he was a puppy, he would.
Poor Flash, never gonna live that story down.
Yeah, he would nip, and there was one specific time that Portal, we were sitting by the bed, like editing something, and Flash is on top of the bed, and my head's by the top of the bed, and Portal just goes, Flash, attack, and he actually just started biting my ears. It was ridiculous.
Oh, it's so fun. Flash will just sit like on the ground with me when I'm editing, and just
Really?
chill now.
Bro,
Oh yeah, he's so.
I can't
he's so
wait
relaxed
until
now.
I get a dog.
Gonna be lit. You know what kind of dog you'd want?
I'm a border collie man myself. Maybe it's a three-way tie between border collie, and border collie, German Shepherd, or golden retriever.
Oh my gosh, two of my favorite breeds. I've never had the middle one, but golden retrievers are also amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, all dogs are, but yeah.
I work at a dog boarding place, so it's like I get to understand which dogs are which, and I wouldn't mind like a husky German Shepherd mix, but not a pure husky. No.
Oh yeah, a lot of work.
Oh, and just like the loyalty is good until you leave, and then they go insane. How do you select multiple on this thing?
Shift click, but once you start to shift click, at least for me, it messes up everything.
Okay. Copy.
Copper says we can genetically modify the parrot. Oh, that'd be great. Dragon, when I lived in Minnesota, did I ever convince you to eat some of my GMO grapes that I would buy? They're grapes that were re-engineered to taste like candy. Yeah, not candy corn. Cotton candy. And they tasted like cotton candy, but they had the texture of a grape. Best thing ever.
That sounds terrible.
I could never convince anyone to try them because they're like, nah, you're going to die eating these. I'm like, nah, they're amazing. But, oh, they're so good. So good. You don't think it's good, and then you try it, they're addicting. I'm not even... They're addicting. They're only in season a little bit. So good, though. So good. Anyone ever gets the chance to have cotton candy grapes, I highly recommend it. Seriously.
Uh-oh. That was not what I meant to do. Can't zoom in on a...
Oh, yeah. You can zoom in through the computer part, though. Brick Films action. Dragon is filming stop motion. I am building the Batman. Yeah, Flash is so weird because he's like the opposite. Like he has the border collie traits, but like we had like Bailey for a while he was a border collie. He was always border collie, not for a while. And like he's like the normal like border collie. Like he's fast. He was like Flash is easy to train, but not super easy. Like Bailey, you tell him something once and he'd learn it. It was like insane. But Flash, like, I don't know. I've never had a border collie like just like he's so chill. It's crazy.
Yeah, Bailey was a good boy. But we had to close the basement when we were filming, so he didn't eat the Legos.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the aftermath of a couple of those. It was sad.
Oh, Dixie was really bad, too. Phoebe, luckily, we're smart enough at this point, because Phoebe is like this puppy, so she's obviously chewing on stuff. She's a flat coat, so they have really bad teething when they're young. We've gotten smart enough at this point to like have doors in rooms where stuff gets eaten.
Did
But
you
she,
jump over him though?
Yeah, she would jump over them. That's why we have full doors now. It's crazy. But Phoebe the other day, because at this point we've had her for a couple months, so everything has either been destroyed by horror or doggy proofed. Mostly doggy proofed. We've done a pretty good job. So like stairs, they have like the little like post that starts like the stuff, so you don't fall off the side of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, she decided to eat that.
What?
Yeah, like a termite. We thought we had termites because we get home and the wood is falling apart. Turns out Phoebe got not even hungry, because not even hungry. We had just had her breakfast.
She got
Turns out
mildly peckish.
Yeah, mildly peckish. And the funny thing is, like, she's at the point where like she just likes to tease, so she's not even really eating this. Thank God, because eating wood is not good for a puppy. She's just tearing it up, so now it's all over the ground too. And we sanded it because we're like, that's a one-time thing. We're gonna sand it and repaint it, and it's gonna be okay. And the next day, I'm like, I thought we sanded this, but now it's really messy again. And then she gnawed on it again. It's crazy dog. It's like the oddest thing I've ever seen a dog do is eat literally wood. Oh, wow, that is a nice sticker.
All right, let's do this.
Brick Films, stop motion, phones versus cameras. It definitely depends on the phone and camera. Because we're at the point...
decent, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we're at the point with technology where if you go with a cheaper camera, it can be worse than a newer phone, which is crazy. Especially if you don't know how to use the camera. Bro, it took me the hard way to learn there's a difference of having a camera and knowing how to use one. I figured like, oh, you get a camera and it just looks better. But no, there's like stuff you have to do with a real camera that iPhones and Samsungs and everything else just automatically does. Crazy. Also, I've learned that if you tell people you know how to edit stuff, you become the editor in just every film project you will ever work on for the rest of your life.
Is this from personal experience?
Oh yeah, we're doing this so I have like this film group that I work with for film. And basically at the start of the year, I made the mistake of telling them I know how to edit stuff. So now, and they're like, well, how much do you know how to edit? And I said, stupidly, I can edit anything, which first of all is not true. Second of all, don't say that to the group you're going to be working with the rest of the year. So we're now filming this music video, and in the course of the next 3 days, I have to figure out how to edit this 3-minute Killer Queen musical. Just me, by the way. I mean, they help out, obviously. They filmed and everything, and they'll grab me all the files, and they set it. It's so awesome, because they're like, you'll edit, but we'll set up the computer for you, and we'll grab the SD cards. I'm like, oh man, this is fancy. But I have to edit this 3.5-minute Killer Queen video, and we basically decided to have like people's heads like in post get like exploded and have these like laser beams shooting out. And I'm like, oh man. I was like, yeah, I can do all that. Time to learn. YouTube's such a good way to learn this kind of stuff. That's why I split screen when I edit. One tab's the tutorial, the other tab's what I'm trying to say I know how to do.
Oh no.
The funny thing with editing is like, there's so much stuff with editing. Just like anything. We're like, I'll have done something before. Oh shoot, that's the wrong sticker. And be like, I know how to do that. When in reality, I don't know how to do it anymore. I just did it that one time. So I have to look up a tutorial every time. I have this whole page of saved tutorials for when I forget how to do certain things. Like my lightsaber effect. I felt so embarrassed. I had to reteach myself how to do lightsabers because I forgot. I was like, dang it. Which, by the way, I think you and me could create such a good mobile stop motion app.
Oh, probably. Because we understand what you need.
Oh yeah, and we could create like a lightsaber premiere effect basically in a mobile app. I think. Like I think that's a very real thing we could do. And have like, oh, I feel like we can make like the UI user interface so much better and everything. Be lit one day. That's I feel like top brick filming level is you create whatever you brick film, like you've created the thing you're using to brick film. That's like top tier.
Because then you know exactly what it is, and you can, on the plus side, completely set up like your stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. I was looking at this set today because I was like, whenever I do something, I try to have like a couple talking points prepared, so I can like I'm like, oh, here's the nice bit I want to do. Like I don't know, I always have bits, and usually I forget most of them, but like there's usually at least one I'll remember. And I noticed that this set has those candle pieces that suck at making candles, and they're really well done. So I'm excited to get to that part at some point.
I'm gonna figure out how I want to do my masked stuff. I think I'm gonna go for. What do I want to do? Something simple, but something that's like small.
Oh shoot, there's a lot of chat going by. First of all, Copper, thank you for this like sticker placing technique. It's really helpful. And then Brick Awaken says, yo, what is up, man? Brick Film Action says, I watched so many tutorials, yet none helped me. I would definitely recommend, I think the older stop motion tutorials, I'm not going to even lie, are like the best. I mean, we have a couple tutorials, but none of like the basic stuff. We're slowly building that library. Fancy Pants, old YouTuber who no longer posts because he got married. But yeah, I know he has great content. He got married and he still posted. He had kids. That's what killed the channel. Boo.
Children.
There
we are, in fact. Oh no, we're not children anymore, but still. All right. I got my. I have my rig. I'm a genius. So if you'll notice this, it's wiggly. So I'm going to use this to move him.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Okay, this terminal, this is like a really cool thing. That looks pretty legit. That is some nice stickers. Good job, Lego. Good job. I will put that off to the side. Brick Film Action says, I feel like buying parts from Amazon is better than buying from actual stores because there's usually people trying to get rid of the Legos without actually weighing them out and finding the price. You know what? I've never really used Amazon to buy non-sets. So I don't know too much. But I tend to... people say Bricklink's amazing. I hate Bricklink. I feel like the sellers there... Look, there's really good Bricklink sellers. But the ones with all the pieces, it's usually so frustrating to deal with, I feel like. Like, every time I go on Bricklink, each person wants to charge me like $30 for, what's the word? For shipping. And it's like, you're in the same state as me. That doesn't seem right. So I usually go eBay, but everyone has their own preferred thing. I just like eBay because I like to lowball people. And also it's what I sell on. And for some reason, like if someone reviews you as a good buyer on eBay, people can see it when they're trying to buy from you. So I like to build up that thing for the 2 times I sell something on eBay every year. Although my 2 coins just sold for like $80 the other day as a package deal. And I was like, ooh, that's tempting. Tempting indeed. Wow, this is good timing. Everything GMR says, I just finished watching The Batman an hour ago. Well, this is the perfect stream for you then. I came up with this great idea about 4 days after watching The Batman, which is 4 days too late, by the way. But I was like, you know what would have been lit? Is if I bought this set before I saw The Batman, restrained myself from building it, and then right after seeing The Batman, I could have built the Batman set. I think that would have been fun. So I'm thinking when Thor comes out, I'll do that with the Goat Boat. Because that Goat Boat set is just so great. You seen that, Dragon?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a Goat Boat. It's really it's really good. The figures are great as well. It's a Norse Viking ship pulled by like 2 cartoonish goats.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, love that set. Hey, New Bear Studios. Copper says $80 Portal, and you haven't spent it on Lego already. Nah, man, I think this set is overpriced. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get a deal on this one. 600 pieces for $80. I get it's DC, but still, I get it's 6 figures. I get not 6,000, like not $1,000, but like 6 minifigures. I get it's almost 600 pieces. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Although what I feel it should be priced is like 65, so I still got a deal on that. So I was pretty happy. I always feel so proud when I get a deal on eBay. Like I just caught a fish, which I needed to survive. Like that's what the feeling. Which it shouldn't be the feeling, but it is the feeling. It's very addicting. It's so funny. My dad hates eBay because he used it for a while. He'd like buy stuff on auctions on eBay and then like resell it. And like make like a side hustle like that. And then one day someone bought something and then smashed it up and took a picture and was like, wow, the camera came smashed. And like you knew it had to be smashed because like there was the kind of thing that didn't happen shipping. It was like smashed to bits. And eBay actually agreed with the buyer somehow because eBay is buyer oriented. And they're like, okay, you can either refund the buyer or you can never use eBay again. And he's like, forget this. I'm never going to use eBay again. So, funny story, kind of. Also, happy early Purim to anyone who celebrates it. Probably no one else in chat. But if you do, happy early Purim.
Early what?
Purim. Jewish celebration with food and costumes and a bunch of good stuff. More to it than that, but sum it all up. I feel like I need to lift this up a bit. Oh, shoot! Okay, Dragon, if I randomly disconnect, 10% chance I started a fire.
What?
My lamp is getting suspiciously hot. Probably 20 degrees hotter than it should be getting.
Oh
So
my
just
God.
a heads up. If I disconnect screaming, I probably started a fire on accident. Just to let you know. You probably don't need to worry about it. Because I'm in California. We know how to deal with fires. Sometimes. Eventually. But, yeah. Fair warning. Something that could happen. Which would make a great shorts, by the way. Hey, Copper with the Star David emoji. I wish I knew how people got that one, because that one's not available to me for some reason. I'm sure it is, I just can't find it. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to lift up this camera a bit. There we go. Is that good? That's totally gonna flip and face reveal, but I think it's okay for now. Hey, sup, Ben Motion. Copper says happy prom to you, Portal. Thank you, Copper. I appreciate it. So, Dragon, are you... I was gonna make I was gonna say, are you seeing that tiger in your sleep? But then I realized you're not even seeing it in your waking state.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued to know like what that experience was from your point of view, because from mine it was very chaotic.
Don't worry, you'll get to experience it soon enough.
Brick Film Action says, you sound like this is a situation that happens often, a fire. Yeah, well, I live in California, so fires is something... This lamp is way too hot, I'm not even going to lie. That is fire hazard. It's like, we have, yeah. Fires happen in California a lot, because we're basically in a desert that, like, once a year it'll rain, and they'll be like, oh, it's not a desert this week, which I don't get how that works. You can't not be a desert for a week out of every year. That's not how it works. But when they say that, everyone plants trees, which is beautiful. It's beautiful. Everyone plants trees. And then next week, we're in a desert again. So all the trees die and we plant cacti. We've really got it down. It's so funny, though. Every single year, bro, every single year, they're like, hey, we're not in a drought anymore. We are officially not a desert. People are like, time to plant trees, time to plant trees. I don't understand. But good for them having hope. I guess. It's so funny though, because I'm like used to Minnesota where it's like, how do you just run out of water? But like here, it's like, it happens. You run out of water, the trees don't have water, and when trees don't have water in them, when they catch fire, it's like, it's crazy. It really is.
All right, I think I'm going a little overboard on this head rolling effect, but that's fine because it doesn't really matter.
For some reason, I keep decapitating people in my brick films, and I'm trying to make it more cartoonish every time I decapitate someone. And then last time I did it, and there was like so much blood, I was like, it doesn't even look like blood anymore. And I was like, okay, I got to dial it back a little bit.
Bro, I haven't filmed in like 2 years, and this is what I'm coming back with.
Bro, this is gonna be lit. You got the set going though. It's looking great.
I need like more brown tiles to fully encompass it. That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm. Did you use when I was building it was significantly smaller than that. When I was building my little bar scene, I used like the containers in brown. You know what I'm talking about?
The crates?
Yeah, the crates.
These?
And they kind of give it... Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Oh, you use those?
Yeah, I got a bulk.
All right.
This is like all of the ones I had, but I had a ridiculous amount, so I stuck them in there.
Yeah, brown is like a difficult thing to... And then when you're building with brown and you already know you don't have enough pieces and you mess up and you got to take a piece off and it breaks, it's like, oh, I already didn't have enough pieces and now I just broke one. Nice job. Me.
All right, so we got...
Copper, with how many times you get asked if you have a YouTube channel, you should make a YouTube channel that only has one video that links to your Insta. And be like, yeah, I do.
Oh, it's out of focus. Oh, nope. Undo that. Please, which...
Also, Copper, I just thought about this, but we'd be happy to link your Instagram in the descriptions of the streams. I mean, you're doing all the work modding them. Be happy to throw that in there. Hopefully our Discord link is in there right now. I forgot to do the description this time around. we liking this song or should I switch it up?
I can't hear it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Can anyone else hear it? I can hear it. Can you hear it now?
Nope. No, I can't.
Now?
Yeah,
wow,
it's
that's
a little
really
loud,
loud.
though.
Yeah, that's loud. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's quite loud.
Maybe like that. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right. I'm going to go to Feeding the Ducks. Feeding the Ducks or Rock?
Rock.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, it's that kind of rock. I forgot that kind of rock existed.
What kind of rock were you thinking?
Just the kind that's on the ground.
Really? Are you
I don't
serious?
know why. That,
Or is
it
that a
didn't
bit?
make sense for it to be that one.
I go, what kind of music should we play? Rock? And Dragon goes, yes, I love pebbles.
You're not wrong, though. That's what I
Oh
was
my
thinking.
gosh. That's amazing. Wait till Dragon finds out about The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's going to be even more
Oh,
confused.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson plays rock. You got to think about it that way. Okay, I don't like.
I can't tell if you're saying
alliteration.
he plays a rock or if his plays rock.
He plays rock. He plays a rock in a rock band. You could say he's rocking out, but I'm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Let me
prefer
with
the
that one.
erasing on the tablet. I'll tell you that, but you know, beggars can be choosers.
Brick Films Action's got a good question for you, Dragon. What will the name be of the video you're working on right now?
I don't know if this will get published. If it does, it's just gonna be like effects testing or something like that, because that's all it is. I'm just messing around with different effects. I don't even know if I can draw on this version. If I can't, that'd really suck, because a lot of this is drawing stuff. Right
What
now,
I've been doing... Oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of erasing.
I don't know if you can draw on there, but you can send the project to your phone. and draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing.
If you do that, when you're done, we can totally upload that as a test. Tester in style right now. Or an exclusive Discord thing. That's where we've been putting a lot of our tests.
Oh, that's not right. That's focused correctly, and that's not what that won't mesh well.
I wish we'd get another Legotron set.
I know. I would love that.
The first one was so good. I would love like a plane, or like, could you imagine a big grid?
Yo,
Like a whole light bike chase?
the car. That would be
Oh, that'd be lit. Brick Film says, my favorite stop motions are usually wars and comedies. Wars and comedies. What about a war comedy? 2 in 1.
yeah. Flash, buddy.
Can you hear that in the background?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Bro, I need to send you a video of Phoebe barking. She's this 6-month-old puppy. She's
Right.
super small, and her bark is 10 times louder and deeper than Flash's. It's
Wait, really?
scary.
I
Yeah,
haven't
you're like,
seen Phoebe yet.
I gotta send you a picture or a video. She's really cute. But the first time she barked, right, because we were driving her across the country, me and my dad are sitting in the front of the car, and we hear a bark, and we stop because we're like, oh my gosh, there's a dog somewhere, like off the side of the freeway. So we're looking for this dog. We hear another bark, and we're like, oh my gosh, it sounds like it's in the car. And we go over, and it's Phoebe, this super small puppy. It's crazy.
Yo.
It's absolutely insane. But other than that, I mean, she's not aggressive or anything. She just has a loud bark. Very cute puppy, though. When she's not tearing up the house. It's funny, though. For, like, making such a mess of the house, she hates getting in trouble. Like, when someone comes home after she's torn up the house,
Oh
she'll,
no.
she'll try to lead them away from her mess. Like,
oh my gosh.
It's so funny. And then when you see the mess, she'll run outside. She's such a scaredy cat. The other day, she saw a bird, and she started barking while backing up behind Flash.
So she wouldn't get in trouble?
No, so she was scared of the bird.
What?
Oh yeah, she's a scaredy cat. It's crazy. Like, totally frightened by, like, everything. And it's funny because she has that huge bark. So she's like backing up scared little puppy, and she has the bark of a lion. Brickfilm says, yeah, the small dogs are the aggressive ones. The funny thing is she's a flat-coated retriever, so she'll get big, but she's not aggressive. Like, she doesn't like bite, she doesn't even really nip at anything. She loves to kiss though, and she doesn't realize like she'll go up to like kiss your like arm or whatever, and she doesn't know how to, so she just like rams herself into you and then walks back and rams into you again. It's so funny. She's like, I don't know, she like doesn't realize her size yet. It's very odd.
Yeah.
I think she thinks she's smaller than she is.
The reason small dogs are aggressive is not because they're naturally aggressive. It's just no one trains their small dog, because if there's a small dog that's attacking you, you just sort of like push it away. But if a big dog starts like acting up and trying to mess with you, that's a problem, and you don't want that happening.
Mm-hmm. And I also feel like certain small dogs, like people will like get thinking like, oh, it's a small dog, I don't need to train it at all. And it's like, oh, that's poor dog. You gotta train it.
Because those dogs are the ones that bark the most. Like, the only dog that is angry by breed is a Chihuahua, and that's because it's not a dog; it's a small demon.
Oh my gosh, I agree. Chihuahuas are. My uncle used to have a Chihuahua live next door, and that thing, every single time, it would bark until like, I don't know, to the end of the world. It was crazy. And people love Chihuahuas. That's what's crazy. People will be like, yeah, I specifically want a Chihuahua. I'm like, wow. Have you met a Chihuahua? So, question. Because we send Flash and Phoebe sometimes to a place like where you work. Obviously not the same one, because that'd be a big commute. But like when we go out of town and stuff. Does the one you work at have cameras?
No, it doesn't actually. I think that we had cameras at one point, and then they broke, and he hasn't gotten the ability to reset them yet. He's working on getting ones, though. Got it. Yeah.
So we just went to a new one, because like with COVID, we had to switch, because the other one like wasn't open for a while. And this new one has cameras, and you can log in online and just watch the dogs.
That's a little weird, actually.
It is. I think it's a little weird, too, because you can see all the workers and everything. But it's kind of fun, because, like, I don't know. It's like seeing, like, your dogs, like, when you're not around. And it's so, I don't know. It's kind of fun, but it's also, like, it'd be weird to be working, and every day you know there's people watching you.
Yeah.
It'd be like if a daycare had cameras, and all the parents were watching.
It's interesting because a lot of dogs don't act like when their parents are around. I'll tell you that. Like, we have there's dogs that don't act like that when there's parents around. Specifically, we have these two like fluff balls, right? And they're so well trained, right? Like when their owner is there, they have to walk up, sit at his feet, can't bark the entire time, right? But when they're here, it's like they're at grandma's house, so they'll bark just like and just like be disobedient because they know that they can get away with it more here than they could at their house.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious until that's what's happening all night, and then it becomes less hilarious.
Hilarious for someone like me who is not sitting with them all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Flash, when he goes to these places, like, I'll watch him on my phone. Because he'll play when he gets there first for, like, 10 minutes. And then he'll find the spot where all the dogs are playing, and he'll squish himself into the middle and then lie down and take a nap. And all the dogs are like trying to figure out how to play around him.
Yeah, there's definitely dogs like that.
Yeah.
And then there's dogs who will mess with the sleeping dogs, and you're like, stop, you're gonna cause trouble.
Ooh, we got the build coming together a little bit. See a Brick Films action. That big fig is so lit. I love the big figs with minifigure heads.
Yeah.
Copper says we can all, oh, we call little aggressive dogs like that ankle biters.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
There's one dog at my work who's like 10 years old, deaf, and will bite you. So it's like, you're trying to, because he doesn't come inside, because he doesn't hear you tell him to come inside. So he just walks around the yard, and you go up to like try and put a leash on him to bring him inside, and he tries to bite your hand. And then the weirdest one is, when you try and take the leash off, he tries to bite your hand, as if he wants to keep it on. It's like, are you kidding me?
Just wants what he can't have.
Yeah. And I swear, he might not be deaf and just be like acting like it. Because there's times that I like whistled at another dog and he looks at me and I'm like, wait, hold on a second. What you doing there, Bruce?
Have you ever seen Arrested Development?
Yes, I have. I watched the entire series.
It's like when Buster pretends to be what is it? What's it called when you're unconscious for a long time?
In a coma?
Yes, in a coma. When he pretends to be in a coma because he thinks the nurse is hot.
Oh,
and he's like,
no.
Topper says, all my dogs have been 13-inch beagles. Ah, I love beagles. Never had one, but beagles are great.
Yeah, the beagles at my work are all chill. Yeah, my favorite dog there is this German Shepherd Husky mix named Bear, and he's so chill. He just sits down, doesn't cause problems, lets you pet him. He smells like maple syrup most of the time, and on other occasions he'll smell heavily of cigarette smoke because his owner smokes a lot. So he either smells like pancakes or like tobacco. And that's an interesting swap
combo. Yep.
But it's interesting because he can smell when his mom is here because of the cigarette smoke. He'll like you'll maybe see him like start like he'll perk his ears up. He'll look around, stare directly at the gate, and then he'll run to the door if he's outside. There have been times when he's been inside, but the window was cracked slightly, and he smelled his owner through the crack in the window. Like, we're talking like 20 to 30 feet away around two corners.
Dang.
Yeah. And then he goes, and then we put him into like the little separate area where all the dogs that are leaving are going, like just one at a time. And he just like spins around and he starts screeching if no one's in there with him. So he's got his quarters.
Hey, question for you. Did you ever have to read The Stranger in an English class?
Nope.
We're reading it this year. And this guy, like the main protagonist, he's not a great guy. Like in chapter 2, this like neighbor of his is like, you know what? I'm going to kill a man. And this guy's like, I'm going to kill a man because I don't like him. And this guy's like, seems fair. And then he's like, this guy tried to talk to me on the subway, so I beat him up. And the guy's like, I don't judge people. And my English teacher's like, see, this guy's not a bad guy. He just doesn't judge anyone. And I'm like, no, this guy, like, he, like, helped write a letter for this guy to convince some other innocent person to come over and get, like, robbed. That's a bad person.
I think I've actually
pretty sure you can go to jail for that.
I think I've heard the story about this. Is it about like an out-of-towner comes in and is influencing like the sheriff's kid?
Maybe? I'm only 2 chapters in, so possibly.
Is the
Very
like main
possible.
character a drifter?
No.
What is he?
He is a smoker. What does he do for a job? He has a job. He works in some corporate retail thing. I think he's like a boss of someone. I don't know. I mean, he could very well end up being a drifter. Uh-oh. Now for another game of am I missing a piece or is it just behind my camera?
That's not a fun game, I'll tell you that.
I think I'm actually missing a piece. Well, dang. Not in the bag. That's fine. It's a 2x4 gray plate. Oh, I have. If it was behind my camera, never mind. Hey, Emerging Darkness says cool stream. Thank you. We talk about favorites a lot on stream. Do you have a least favorite book, Dragon?
Oh no, because if it's that bad of a book, I don't remember it. Like I can
Oh.
remember a book that I enjoyed, but like I can't remember a lot of the books that I didn't enjoy.
That's nice. That's like a nice feature. A feature.
also,
That's like a nice thing.
Most of the books that I read are related to each other by like recommendations, so they're all similarly themed, and so they're all similarly quality.
That's fair.
And I feel like they're like I tried reading Aragon, but I started with the second
So
book
good.
when I was 5 years old, and so
Oh.
for a while I was like, "What the heck is up with this book series?" But then I read it when I was like 13. I'm like, "No, this is actually pretty lit." I was just 7 years old trying to read Aragon from the second book, so no wonder I was struggling.
I love that series. Love that series.
Yeah, it's a good series.
Everyone was like, "Oh, it's slow at the start, though, so be careful." But like, it is slow. But the first chapter, he's also running from a dragon or something. So I'm like, that was enough for me to stay in it for the rest of the book.
Well, the thing is, a lot of stuff like these large-scale books tend to be slow on the first book because they have to build the entire world and go, okay.
Yeah.
They have to slowly say, okay, there's dragons, there's magic, there's these weird bird people that murder people. The Empire is made up of wolf dragon riders, right? You can't just like throw that all at once. Once you establish what's going on, you can go a little quicker. But especially with those like bigger fantasy books, like imagine if Lord of the Rings immediately started with a battle with a bunch of different races that you didn't know, right?
Yeah,
Or, like,
exactly.
you didn't know what their characters were, all that stuff. You have to. You got to make sure that what you're doing has like setup, because otherwise it's meaningless. Because you have nothing going on that makes sense.
I agree. Plus, Younger Me also did this thing called if I don't like a book, I'll give it the whole book. So I'd always finish the book, and usually I'm like, oh, well, now it's picking up, so I'll read the rest of the series. Oh, welcome, Mick Chubby. I like it. And Copper says, what did you think of the Aragon movie? I've known so many people to hate it, I never even watched it. You ever see it, Dragon?
See what?
The Aragon movie.
Oh, it was terrible. It was so
Yeah.
bad. Oh, gosh. I hope you didn't like it and I didn't ruin it for you, but oh, man.
I didn't watch it, so I was like, I told my grandpa, like, hey, I'm reading Aragon, you've ever heard of it? And he's like, oh, it's lit. Here, you can use my book so you don't have to go from the library, but don't watch the movie. And I
Yeah,
was
don't
like,
watch the movie. It's terrible.
Okay.
It is horrible.
I had also just finished Percy Jackson, so I was so done with bad book movies. I was like, not going to waste my time again.
Yeah, don't. If you've read the Aragon books, don't watch the movie. You'll ruin the books. if you haven't read the Aragon movie, don't watch, or if you haven't read the Aragon books, don't watch the Aragon movie. It's just a bad movie.
Read the
Like,
books though.
Read the books. Don't.
It's like the never-ending story.
Yeah, don't watch any of the Never-Ending Story 2, 3s. They're also terrible.
Which is sad because the first one was good.
The first one was amazing. The third, by the time they got to the third one, it looks like they made it out of a garage. I don't know how you lost production quality.
You ever read the book?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's really good, especially if you get the original copies that had the 2 colors of text.
Ooh.
So good.
Yeah, I assume it's for when he's reading and when the character's doing stuff.
Yes, and the book is really good, really good. Check out this minifigure. These are both like high quality minifigures. This guy shouldn't have hair, but
Betray you.
Loving these figures. I don't know why everything's yellow on my screen today. It's not on my end, but on the stream, it's very yellow, which is weird. Max Lockett says, the Aragon movie was so bad. Books were very good, though. Yeah, I agree. Books, great. Movie, one of the worst book adaptations, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not even laughable funny like Percy Jackson, I've heard. I've heard it's just bad.
It's just bad. It's just actually bad. I remember, like, the Nicholas Flamel series was supposed to get a book series or something, or a movie series.
Still is. Supposedly, it's still in pre-production, but it's been in pre-production for a decade and a half.
I know. If it takes that long to get it right, I'd be down to watch it, but I don't want to ruin those books as well, because those were such good books.
I agree. So I had no faith that movie was ever going to happen. But then, you know the Black Adam movie that's coming out?
Yeah?
That was in pre-production for a decade.
What is pre-production? Let's get the question right.
Pre-production, and I guess when I say pre-production, I mean pre-production. Because pre-production is setting up, like building the sets, figuring out when you're going to film. Pre-production, which is what I'm talking about, my mistake, is when you're saying, hey, we're going to make a movie. You go to a studio and they say, yeah, we'll pay for that. And then usually within a year or 2, you're in the real pre-production phase. But like The Rock got casted as Black Adam in pre-production 11 years ago. They didn't shoot a single scene until a year and a half ago, which is just crazy to me. Because, like, sometimes, like, they'll even announce, like, they have a director, and then they'll lose it because they waited, like 4 years to actually start the movie. It's so odd. I don't understand how those kinds of things happen. You know what would be lit, though? Aragorn dragon sets.
Ooh, I would like that.
I think my favorite... I don't remember a lot of Aragorn, so take this very loosely. But one of my favorite things I do remember from Aragon... I keep saying Aragorn like it's Lord of the Rings. I gotta read those again, because I barely remember it. But I remember, like, it's a big thing that, like, none of the people who, like, can feel the animal's emotions, right? Like, eat meat. And then I remember in the last book, for some reason, the main character's like, yeah, I can feel their emotions, but I just don't care. And I was like,
really?
Yeah, and like yeah, I can feel the emotion of all these rabbits as I'm eating them. But guess what? I don't care. They taste good. And I was like, that'd be so funny to me. Of all like I don't know why, but I always read that and think of like the vegan teacher lady, and I'm like, she needs to read this book.
Bro, I remember. I feel like there was some really funny moments in that book too. Like,
You got an example?
I don't remember. Bro, I remember like a main plot point was he just screwed up a spell and he accidentally made he tried to like shield some little girl from harm. But he instead made it so she had to shield everyone else near her from harm. Like she physically was unable to not do it.
Oh, whoa, I don't remember that.
Yo, yeah. he enchanted this baby when she was young as like a blessing. And it ended up like accelerating her growth so that she could be like extremely self-sacrificial in order to help other people. And it was like this big like, oh shoot, I did that.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Mac Lockett says there's just nothing good about it. I saw the Percy Jackson movie, however, before the books actually, and liked it as a very young kid. Books were 1,000% better still. Love Heroes of Olympus. So my English teacher in middle school would play that movie over the course of a week, so the whole class could roast it.
Wait, really?
Yes, this teacher was legit though. Like, he was so funny. But yeah, that was one of his things. Every right the week before winter break, he's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna watch this movie, and we're gonna roast it. And whoever gets the most roasts by the end of the movie that are good, he would like rate the roasts, gets extra credit."
Oh my gosh.
So fun.
Bro, the camera's so wiggly. Ah. Why? All right, keep going with what you're saying.
Speaking of like bad movies of books, The Stranger, which is a book, it's one of those books where like the whole thing is inner dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
And in those books tend to not make good movies because there's nothing you can say in the movie. However, someone decided to make a movie of it anyway, and we watched 15 minutes of it in my English class. And the worst part of this was that for some reason the director decided he really liked close-up shots.
Oh,
And the entire 15 minutes that we watched was a handheld camera that was way too close to people. And every time people moved, like, you'd feel the camera like quickly move to try to get them back into the middle of the screen. It was so, every single shot was a close-up shot. It was so bad. It like made me physically ill because it's like when you're close up and the camera's spinning a lot for 15 minutes, it's disorientating. So odd. Kind of funny, but very odd. It also was 720p for some reason, which did not help. Probably because it was pirated off Google Drive, or YouTube or whatever it was, but whatever. I'm liking this rock music. Or, as Dragon would call it, pebble music.
Oh my gosh.
Never gonna live that one down.
I just can't put my marriage finger on how to fix that impression.
Oh, wow. Go to the marriage finger. You know what's funny? Is I've started unironically calling it that, and now I can't get myself to go back to normal. It's like, it's always gonna be the marriage finger now.
Yo, that's actually sick.
The marriage finger?
No. Watch. Throw the stream up to my screen.
All right. Oh, yo, that is lit. That dive looks lit.
Yeah, and it's without any effects because he's supposed to be shooting missiles, popping.
Oh, that's gonna look so good.
Yeah, he's gonna dive into a portal, dive after him. It's gonna be sick. I think the running animation here is a little meh. All right, I'm gonna move on to Bo because I feel like I can do more with him. Let's do this.
Oof.
Bro, I've even got the drink piece, so he can just straight up like. I have to make a keg piece to put on his back once I get to that spot. I don't have the facilities for that, big man.
So I just realized next time we're playing D&D, I'm gonna have to tell the party that we gotta make our characters as hard to replicate as possible.
No! They already are, though. Like, I absolutely planned out parts of your characters that will be hard to animate, like items and stuff like that you might get. And they just would suck to have to make.
My character's gonna pull out a different sword every time he attacks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Your entire character arc is going to be the most nightmarish thing to animate as possible.
You're welcome.
Ugh. Okay, do I have my alcohol piece here? No, I don't. Where is it?
Top 10 quotable moments.
Where is it? I'm gonna need it for this anime. I guess no. I want to test out that part of his character.
I'd like to real quick thank everyone watching the stream who also watches our videos. because we hit 50,000 views this month, which is insane. So, thank you to everyone who participates on the streams and the videos. Helps out the channel a ton. Wow, this is a really nice clock print. Really like that one. Lego's made so many clocks over the years. I love it. I'd love if someone like put a compilation together of just all the clocks we've gotten, because there's been some very unique ones, I feel like, you know? Alright, I'm pretty sure this is looped at this point. I'm gonna switch music.
Well, I would hope it's looped. I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah, it is looped. AHP Animation says hi. Hello, ANHP. Alright, let's go. Acoustic cinema or dance pop?
Let's do acoustic cinema.
Hopefully this isn't actual cinema scores, otherwise we might get copyright striked. I think we'll be okay. Probably. That'd be so funny though if the StreamYard music got us striked. I know I say that every stream, but we haven't played all the songs yet, so you never know. What? Oh, that's a cool. Okay. Okay. Okay, Lego. I see what you did there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice little clock. I like it. Time for the head. Look at all these. Look at all these glass heads in this bag alone. Hey, Caleb, welcome back. That is awesome. What is that? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 glass heads. Love it, Lego. Love it. Used to be my favorite piece of all time. Probably still up there. And here we go, Dragon. We got the candle piece that sucks at being a candle piece, but is great at everything else.
Nice. Nice.
Used as a chandelier thingy. A reverse chandelier. What is that called? A candle, but not a candle. Light bulbs. Yes. Definitely the proper name. Hey, let's get the chat. Everyone, I'd love to hear your favorite foods. I know it's a random question. But, Dragon, what's your favorite food? If you had, like, in this moment. Mac and cheese. All right. Any specific, like, type or place, or just mac and cheese?
Kraft mac and cheese.
Hey. Have you ever had pimento mac and cheese?
No, I have not.
It's really weird, but it's really good. You know green olives?
Yes.
You know how they have the little red things in them?
Yes.
They take the red things out of the green olives and mix it in the mac and cheese. And for some reason, it tastes good.
That does not sound good at all. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, I totally agree. I thought it didn't sound good, but I had it on a burger. It was very good. Very good. So funny, in like the span of 2 months, I went from like my whole life never putting anything on a burger, like I wouldn't even eat cheese on it, to I will now eat like anything on a burger. Like mac and cheese on burgers, not even gonna lie, really good. So is pretzel burgers. Although I love pretzels, so I'm probably biased. Hey, Caleb says chicken nuggets or strips. Oh, love chicken strips. Just the best. Lucas says, yo, I would love to pull an all-nighter, but this time I gotta go to sleep. I'm sleep deprived. Good night, lol. No worries, Lucas. See you next stream. This one is really repetitive, I feel like. I'm gonna switch to another song. Copper says anything with bacon. That is a good answer right there. I either messed up or I messed up. Wait, but that's also a mess up. What? Oh, okay. California is so weird. I always forget that it can be cold here and still be hot. Like today I went outside and it was supposed to be 50 degrees out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can actually wear jeans. And I get outside and it feels like 70 because California doesn't have wind. So it like, I'm not, and the sun was out. So it's like, it's 50 degrees, but it feels like 70. It's so odd. I'm used to like 50 degrees, but it feels like 20. But that's not how they do it here, apparently. Hey, it's the channel's favorite piece. I think. Hold up, I can't find it now. Where the one by? Oh, here it is. The 1x1x1x1. Our mascot. Oh, that character looks cool.
Yeah, that one's Boat.
That's looking good. Who's on the right?
Just a random villain.
Lit. I cannot wait till we get the pictures of the new Ninjago mech that's coming out. I love bendable knees. Intern, if you're seeing this, don't take that into like a weird context thing. I love knees that. Have you seen that? Have you seen that video of like they like CGI'd this thing so like someone's knees could bend like both ways 180 degrees?
Ah.
That's what that reminds me of. It's like he's walking and like the knees bend all the way each way, and it's like it's a very cool effect, but it's very odd. Can you imagine how hard it'd be to walk if your knees could bend both ways?
That I don't want to think about that.
Copper, if your favorite food's bacon, have you ever had chocolate covered bacon? Or has anyone for that matter? Have you, Dragon?
What?
Chocolate covered bacon.
Oh, that sounds also terrible.
It was not as good as I thought it was gonna be. I was very excited because I like chocolate and I like bacon. It was very bad. So good intuition on that one. Some people love it though. Some people love it. Five Guys in California will put bacon in your milkshake if you ask them to.
Who?
Not break it up, just a whole piece of bacon they'll just put in there. And I think it's so odd, but I kind of want to try it. It's one of those things that's on their menu, and it's like, is that a joke thing, or will they actually do that for you? You know? So if anyone's ever had a bacon milkshake, I would love to hear your thoughts. Copper says chocolate and bacon together. It has to be good. That was what I thought, Copper, but oh man, let me tell you, it was not my thing. Everyone I was with thought I was crazy too. They're like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's salty chocolate on a greasy food. It doesn't work for some reason." That was the other thing. They salted the chocolate, but like with meat salt, not with chocolate salt, which was odd. I thought. Everyone else loved it though, so. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna burn my hand off. This lamp is way too hot and way too close to my hand. That's why I've never understood. Have you seen that like animator trick some brick filmers use where they put the paper in front of the light to diffuse it?
Yeah.
That seems like a fire starter to me. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to do that once and it started to catch fire a little bit. So I don't do that anymore. But to be fair, that may be because my lamp definitely did not pass any safety checks. Actually, I wonder if it's one of those lamps you're not supposed to put the incandescent bulbs in. I check, but I burned the label off on accident. So, not very useful. Oh, shoot. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, wow, okay. I'm blind. Sometimes it does help to read all the instructions.
On occasion.
Yeah. I'm so used to not having them, I'm like glancing at them at best. Ooh, another great sticker. Copper says, do you have a 100-watt light in a 60-watt lamp? Copper, I couldn't even tell you either of those things. Like, I'd say one of them might have a certain number of watts in them. I couldn't tell you how many, though. The lamp I'll never know, because like I said, I accidentally melted the label off. But, yeah, to be fair, whoever decided to put a label on the inside of a lamp that gets way too hot, that's their problem, I think. But it became my problem very fast.
It became my problem very fast. Oh.
Copper says lamps have a maximum, you know. As if I would know something like that. Copper, I probably should know that. I do now. Unfortunately, this lamp I do not know the maximum of, nor do I know the minimum of this light bulb. I just was like, whoa, a light bulb. It's on sale. It also supposedly lasts a long time. It's lasted half a decade, so that's a long time in my opinion. Except from the one time it burned something and melted onto it. But I was able to get that off mostly, so I think we're all good there. You ever had to screw in light bulbs into like the ceiling?
What?
You know, like the light bulbs in the ceiling, like that light your house, like
Yeah.
that they're in light. You ever had to screw those in?
Yeah.
Anything exciting happen?
I replaced
you-
the light fixture without shocking myself.
Well, you're smarter than I am. I didn't shock myself. I broke a light bulb. See, I didn't realize it was a screw-in, which is funny because this was the 7th one I was doing. We had to replace all the light bulbs when we got this house because the owners of the previous house bought this light bulb that like was 3% efficient, which is expensive, apparently. So we got these new light bulbs, and my mom was like, "You know what, Tyler? You know what, Portal? Wow, nice job. Nice job. I finally did it. I finally did it.
Name revealed.
Ah, no! Dang it! I've had so much fun making fun of Dragon for doing it, and I finally do it to myself.
It's so easy.
It's hard when you talk about it yourself too, because I'm used to calling you Dragon. Ah, dang it! Regardless, I was screwing in these light bulbs, and for some reason on the 7th light bulb, I was like, you know what? This one I probably don't have to screw. So I pushed it up, I let go, and guess what? It smashed into the ground. Which you'd think, oh, that's something you do once and you never do again. Especially not the same day. But no. 7 light bulbs later, I go, you know what? I've been screwing these in the same way all day. What if I screwed it in the other way?
Wait,
and
what?
then just didn't check. So I screw it in the other way, which guess what that does? It unscrews it. And when the light bulb isn't in to begin with, it does nothing. So once again, I put the light bulb up, I drop it, but this time I catch it, which is great. Because later, when I put the fire alarms in the house, because once again, somehow this house didn't have fire alarms in it, because the people that owned this house before us were crazy people, I guess. There was no fire alarms at all, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. And
Yeah,
yeah, so there are no fire alarms. We buy the house. They didn't tell us that, but whatever. They also had some interesting tastes in stuff, but whatever. Anyway, so we're putting in these fire alarms, which I think is cool. And I'm like, I can figure out how to hook up a fire alarm because that's something I've never done before and is definitely easy to figure out. So I'm like, we're going to get these, and they're cool because when one fire alarm goes off, all the other ones will go off. Here's what I didn't think to check. I figured, if a fire alarm is going to be connected, it's going to be connected through Bluetooth, right? Like, that makes sense. One goes off and it tells the other ones to start going off.
Yeah.
I thought that was a reasonable assumption. No, it turns out these, when they hear a loud noise, they just go off. Which no one noticed until the next day. When something happened, I think I shocked myself or I burned myself or something, knocked myself out, and I went, ow! And one fire alarm went off. And then all of them went off. Which was great.
It sounds hilarious.
It was great. Luckily, we were able to turn that off. So now, the only annoying thing is once these go off, they don't have an off button like some fire alarms do. Once they start going off, you have to unscrew them, take the batteries out, put them back in, screw it in again, and hope it doesn't sense any more smoke. So, they're great fire alarms. Better than the ones we used to have, though. Do you remember the fire alarms in my house in Minnesota?
I will tell you, I have shocked myself before because my dad was working on the electrical in the garage, and when I turned on the lights, I would just stick my hand around the thing, press the button. So little 5-year-old me shoves my hand directly into the open light socket, and I zap myself. There was a yelp.
Oh,
I will tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, we got some chat. Copper says mass fire in Cali traced a lamp in Lego Builder's home. Rumpelstiltskin says hello, Portal. Mega Meep says, how's it going? It's going well, going well. Almost burned everything down, but I managed to avoid it for now, which is good because my fire alarms are questionable at best, which is better than having none. And Rumpel says, do you have the Batmobile set to go with it? I do not. I have to get it at some point because the Batmobile makes this set look 10 times better, in my opinion. So I'll get it. But now I'm in the mode where it's like, I got this Batman set for a really great deal. I kind of want to do that with the other one, so I'm going to wait it out, I think. But yeah, that Batmobile is lit. Batmobile. Batmo. Look at all these heads, though. This is legit. Legitness. Dragon, how many times do you oh, sorry, real quick. Welcome, Brick and Brick. Dragon, how many times do you think you've shocked yourself? Because it sounds like a couple.
Maybe 2 or 3 times in my whole life.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Now, times that I have, it's only been me shocking myself, yeah, 2 or 3 times. Times that my dad has led me into shocking myself, I believe is slightly more. Because number one, at my cabin, we have a bare wire, which is just a wire that goes all the way around the cabin that just jolts electricity through it so that if a bear touches it, they go, ah, frick, and they run away.
That's it.
Now, the same thing happens if a young child touches it.
Oh, that's great.
And we went to a friend's, one of my mom's friend's house who had cows. And the cows had an electric fence around them. And so he goes, all right, see, look, when you put your entire hand on it, it doesn't shock you that much. But if you hold one finger on it, it shocks you a lot more. He goes, all right, hold my hand, touch the wire with one finger, and without me knowing, he touched his other finger to the ground. Now, you see, with a little basic lesson in how electricity works, electricity will take the path of least resistance. So if it's just your finger, it'll run over your finger and into the wire, and it'll go back to the battery path of least resistance. So that's
Nice.
a little bit more concentrated of a jolt. If it's just your hand and it goes through your entire hand, a little bit more dispersed. But if you provide a straight link from the fence to the ground, on the other hand, it will send all of the electricity through you and scare the living crap out of me.
That's amazing. Oh, real quick, welcome back, Luca Film says, guys, I can't fall asleep. No worries. That's what we got on the stream. Oh, man. Frumpelskotsen says, who's animating beside you? That is Dragon, the amazing co-partner of this channel. And Lucas says, 12 p.m. for me at night. I was working on a Batman film. Hey, that's legit. Love Batman. We were just talking about Dragon electrocuting himself. And me breaking light bulbs, as you do.
You do.
I think those are the only light bulbs I've broken, though. So I feel like that's a decent track record. Some would disagree with me, but I'll take what I can get. One and almost another one. Not bad. Oh, the Black Widow legs work well for the Black Widow minifigure just completes the minifigures in this set, because the legs work really well for Catwoman. My Black Widow figure has lost all the printing, but whatever. Frumpel says, what sets are going to be smashed? I am smashing Hagrid's Hut, which, FYI, broke while bringing it upstairs, so that'll be a fun drop. And Dragon's got probably an even more interesting drop. You want to tell them what you're dropping, Dragon?
Yeah, so I'm dropping part of a Lego elf set, specifically the castle part. So if you've ever had Chima, you'll know that those are fragile. So are elves. And I got it for the dragon, and the structure was cool, but I'm honestly going to probably scrap it for parts. Because, like, the little structure is just so fragile. So here's the start of the end for that set.
Which dragon was it? What color?
It was like a dark blue, like, healing dragon, if I'm not wrong. Ooh, which I still do have built. It was one of the smaller, because there was, like, 3 sizes of dragons, plus the queen dragon. Because you had the really small ones, you had the medium ones, and then the sort of larger ones. It was interesting. It was not bad of a line when it came to, like, theming and that stuff, but...
Mm-hmm. Frumpel says 1146 for me. What is it, 1040 there, Dragon?
Yeah, it's something along that.
Alright. 846 for me. Advantage of being in the earliest time zone, or one of. Until it's morning, and then everyone's awake before you. But that's mostly because I like to sleep in. Just a little bit. Alright, this one's getting repetitive. I'm switching it. I have Killer Queens stuck in my head. Been filming a video for that song for 4 days now. And every, like, it's on, we play it for, like, the whole hour we're filming in film class, so we can, like, match the actions to it. And I have another 3 days of editing with it. And it's a good song! The first 100 times. Just like most songs. It's funny, is I've probably heard it 40 times in the last couple days, and I still couldn't tell you the lyrics for some reason. Which is bizarre. If you haven't already, definitely consider joining our Discord. We're hosting a bunch of cool events there, giving out cool prizes. Bird Film competition this month. And shout-outs, of course, as always, if you join. So, always an option if you're interested. Oh, another 1x1x1x1. Love it.
Nice.
You can tell how far we are in the stream because of how many 1x1s I add to the 1x1x1x1. Frempel says, have you watched Batman yet? I have. I absolutely loved it. And Dragon is not yet, but we're going to convince him to. And we're also going to convince him to watch The Dark Knight at some point. Both amazing Batman stuff. Hey, yes, Copper, thank you. Definitely smash that like button. Frumple says, watched it today, gonna see it again tomorrow. Now that's awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to watch it in theaters again, but when it comes out to streaming, I'll definitely watch that a couple more times. It was phenomenal. I wish when sequels of movies came out, they'd play the original one in theaters again for a little bit. Like, that'd be fun. If you could see, like, a double showing. Like they used to do. I don't feel like I have that piece. Oh, there it is. I keep looking at the pile of Lego pieces like I was when you were building, and I was trying to guide you through it with the hovering. And then I'm like, hold up. I can just grab pieces. So much easier. It is a 3-hour movie, Frumple, but it is, in my opinion, worth every minute. I love long movies, though. Because I feel like it's like a long book. If it's good, I want to spend as much time with those characters as possible. So don't cut it short. But that's my opinion. How do you feel, Dragon, about longer books, longer movies?
Yeah, they're not bad. I know Dune was fire for how long it was. Like, I went to the theaters. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I came home at like, I went there at like 7. I was home at like 10. I'm like, oh my goodness. But it was a good movie. It was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Dune was so good. That was definitely, though, you walk out of the theater and you're like, whoa, it's another day.
Yeah.
And did you say you didn't know how long it was walking in?
No idea.
That's awesome. You know what I found funny about that movie, and I get she's going to be more in like the second one a lot more, but Zendaya, they advertised that movie like Zendaya was a main character.
Oh, yeah.
And she was only in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Max. Like, that'd be like a Marvel movie advertising it like Stan Lee's going to be one of the main characters when he has a cameo. Like, she basically had a cameo. I get it. She's going to be in the next movies, and she's a big star. But, like, it was, I don't know. I thought it was a little odd. Regardless, though, the movie was amazing, so it didn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, question for you, Dragon. This is a weird one. But if you could get any, like, Lego set you wanted, almost face revealed, like, any set, right? And you can get as many as you want. So, like, if you wanted, like, I'm describing this weird. All Lego sets to you are now free. But any set you get, you have to build. Is there any sets or themes you would not get?
No.
Okay.
I build all the sets I get.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There isn't like any like theme or set that you're like, these are so bad I wouldn't even like, I don't want them, even if they were free.
Not really, except that one like weird Lego one way back when of like the space cyborgs with the weird Lego minifigures.
Those are so weird. I feel like those would be so fun for like a stupid brick film, just one. Although they're not posable. Yeah, I don't think there's anything either that I wouldn't. I mean, Lego's Lego. Copper says, I just wish we didn't have to wait 2 years for Dune Part 2. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping Dune 3, they do, because, like, sometimes these movies, they'll film the second and the third one back to back. So Dune, like, the second one will come out, and, like, 6 months, or, like, 9 months later, the third one will come out.
When's
I hope
Dune
they do that.
coming out?
2 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Better than Avatar though, which has been a decade and a half and still doesn't have a solid release date.
Okay, Portal. I forgot how long it takes to edit stuff. So here's the part of
Hold on, let me full
the
screen.
edit.
Let's see it.
This is just the first. I've done the intro section, like the masking for that. All right.
What are you masking on?
Just the
Computer or
background. I'm
phone?
like, it's on the computer.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's cursed. Yeah, that's all I've gotten in like the past 30 minutes. If anyone ever wondered why stop motion takes so long to make,
That's why I love that scene in what's the show? Parks and Rec, where the guy gets into stop motion and he's been working on it for 3 months and he hits play and it's 2 seconds and he's like, "What have I been doing?"
yeah,
So
it's
it's so
true.
accurate.
It's
Yeah.
so true.
It's like barely an exaggeration. I mean, for stop motion we set out to do a 2-hour film, and boy, did that never happen.
What happened?
That first stop motion project where we were trying to make the feature length film movie.
Oh, jeez, that was rough.
I see anything over a minute brick film wise, and I'm like, that must have just been it. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool at some point, like later in the YouTube career, to get like a group of brick filmers, write out a script for like an hour-and-a-half movie, and be like, okay, we're gonna all buy like the same pieces, we're gonna build the set digitally and all build the same sets, and then together, like a group of 6 people will make like an hour-and-a-half film over the course of a year. Be like a cool thing.
We wouldn't need to build a set. We'd need to have the same minifigures and characters. And
Sure,
then
we could all have different scenes.
Exactly. We could all have different scenes and different locations.
That would be awesome to do, though. Hey, Lucasfilm says, I'm in Michigan. That's lit. Michigan's got the stuff. Got the stuff.
Oof, I put the tile in the wrong spot here.
Oh,
Yeah, because if you'll notice when I erase, that's his leg that I'm erasing.
oh shoot.
It shouldn't look too bad.
Yeah, you should be okay. That's the nice thing about animation is like the quick frame rate. It's like, yeah, that probably isn't what should it be, but it's 1/12 of a second, so I'll probably be able to get away with it.
That's why I'm doing this, to get back into the like, oh shoot, that needs to be there.
Mm-hmm. I told this to Dragon. Sorry, I'm going to repeat it, but I probably should have saved it for on stream. I was filming, if you watched the shorts recently, I've been doing those like videos where it builds and like debuilds and stuff. And I was building one of those. And I still might like post it as a test thing, because I think this one was an interesting concept, because it was spinning while building. And I have 6 pieces left or something. I'm an hour-and-a-half into this build. It's the Adidas shoe. And I bumped the camera, not a little bump that you can fix. I mean, this thing, I went to move my arm, and the camera is now on the other end of the table. And I was like, oh no, an hour and a half, I had 6 pieces left, and I can't finish. Painful. And that's why you tape down your camera setup, if you are clumsy like I am. Frumple says, whenever I have a good idea for a story, I'll set up to animate it and lose the motivation to do it. Frumpy, I don't know about you, but I guess it kind of, it depends what part of animation is your favorite. Some people it's filming, some people it's editing. But if it is, sometimes, at least for me, sometimes it's like that momentary thing, but if you push through it, it's like, oh, I'm glad I'm doing it now. But maybe that's not useful to you, maybe it is. Do with it what you will. No, Luca. Me and Dragon have met in real life, but we have never met Copper in real life.
No, we haven't.
For all we know, he actually is a dragon. Who knows? Good chance he isn't, because, I've never seen a dragon. But you never know. They could exist. That's so like it's such an interesting world we can live in now though. We're like Copper's been helping us out with the channel for like what 2 years now, maybe a little bit more, and it's like seriously like never seen it. Like that's crazy. Because like I remember learning about like Mojang has employees that they've never met. I'm like that's crazy. Copper says blame it on the earthquake. It's so funny because people in California who are used to earthquakes are very good at like, oh shoot, that's an earthquake. I should go to a safe spot. I see an earthquake, and growing up in a place where there wasn't earthquakes, I go, oh wow, there must be someone doing construction outside. Let's keep going about my day. Posters are falling off the wall. I'm like looking out the window trying to figure out what's happening, and then all of a sudden, I sit down, and half an hour later, and I'm on the news. I'm like, oh, that was an earthquake. Good thing the roof didn't cave in, because I was not in a safe spot. But it's so odd. I mean, if you're not used to them, it's like, what's happening? I'd be the same way if a tsunami happens. So hopefully we don't get a tsunami while I'm here. Which is such a random one, because it'd take a lot for a tsunami to hit California, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm in the middle of nowhere where no natural disaster ever happens. Not even tornadoes. Like, I think acid rain is our biggest problem, and I've never seen it.
You know what's so funny is, like, they're not as, like, I realize they're not as scary now, because, like, growing up, I thought earthquakes were this thing where it's, like, every single time there's an earthquake, it's a huge one. But the truth is, most of them are very small. There's only a huge one, like, every 100 years. So, hopefully I'm out of here by the time we have a big one. But, I thought earthquakes were way scarier than tornadoes. Right, but everyone here who's used to earthquakes are like, oh, dang, tornadoes are way scarier. And now I kind of agree, but it's like, it's interesting. The ones you're not used to are like the crazy scary ones, at least for me.
Because it's always the thing that you can, like, overreact in your mind that's going to be the scariest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, earthquakes still have two things I don't like about them. One, when there's a tornado, I know there's a tornado, and I know what to do. When there's an earthquake, I usually don't know till half an hour later, which is not good, as I've explained. But also, tornadoes are like, hey, there's going to be a tornado, there's nothing we can do about it. Earthquakes are like, hey, there was an earthquake 10 minutes ago, which to me is like, there's like, they can predict it, but they don't most of the time. It's like the weather, they're like, hey, there might be an earthquake, and there isn't. And then there's like, there's not going to be an earthquake, and there is. And it's like, oh, there was no warning there, which is unsettling.
Flash, buddy, it's okay.
Something is up.
Some squirrel.
Bro, my dad taught him to bark at squirrels. He didn't used to. My dad was like, you know what'd be funny? Is if he barked at squirrels, which was great. But someone built a house near us, so now we have squirrels all the time. Because, like, their habitat got disrupted. So now we have a problem with him barking at squirrels, and it's like, he doesn't understand he's not supposed to anymore. Because for some reason, my dad was like, let's teach him to bark at squirrels. So now he barks at squirrels.
Did you know that squirrels aren't actually native to, like, our parks and stuff? They were put there for
Really?
entertainment.
Oh my gosh, I hate those people. Wow. But not worth it, in my opinion.
No, absolutely not.
What a different world where that was considered entertainment.
Yeah. Why not have these small rodents?
Okay, not to flex or anything, but I just finished this set in a third of the time it took us to build that tiger.
Yo. So easy to do with your eyes closed.
No, definitely not. This set is legit, though. Very good looking set. Very happy with it. They did a great job. Hello, Leviathan Productions. Welcome aboard. as much as I hate to say it, at some point we probably do have to drop sets. Dragon, I don't know how long you can go tonight, but I'm thinking 15 minutes before that we drop.
What time are we dropping the sets?
How long do you want to go tonight? Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to
I
drop.
think I can finish off this this quick mask.
All right, lit.
Ah, frick. Never mind. Hold on. I didn't take a clean frame for this. What the heck?
Oh no.
Cast Dragon, what were you thinking? Idiot. I will tell you, this is a big problem with editing.
What? Not taking clean frames?
Yeah.
Yep. It's frustrating because you usually don't know till you've already been editing too.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have a proper hairpiece for this guy. Let's take that hairpiece. This Riddler doesn't need hair. By the way, a lot of people, like me included, have been blaming LEGO for putting hair on the Riddler in this set. But the Batman hair color is just wrong for some reason. I don't know why it's brown instead of black. But the Riddler, they probably were in the right for that, because the Riddler was supposed to have hair sticking out of his mask. But then the actor was like, what if we like put like saran wrap on it so it doesn't? So then like that changed late in production. So the sets were already made by that point. So that's one of the few times we were like, oh, I guess LEGO wasn't too much in the wrong. I don't know what's with this one whole cape though. That's garbage in my opinion. I do not possess a hairpiece that works for this character. That's too bad. I'll have to go through and find it somewhere else. Brown it is for now, I guess. Yeah, this is a great set, but definitely looks even better with the Batmobile on it, so I'll have to grab that at some point.
There we go.
I'm going to try to add a little bit of... We'll see if I mess this up, but I got an alternate face. I'll be okay. I'm going to try to add a little bit of paint so his eyes have the little black marks around it that he has when he's wearing the bat suit. I think that'll be interesting. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I got two sides, so hopefully I don't mess it up. Hey, Copper says, yay, I just finished the typewriter, and it works. That typewriter set is so cool. I got to see it on display at the LEGO store. It is legit. Brick and Brick says, been having this stream playing in the background, pretty chill. Thank you. Leviathan says, what set is it? This is the Batcave. Set 76183. I now own, what it is, 50% of the Batcave sets. So halfway through the collection. I gotta go back and get some of the ones I missed. Because I think that'd be a cool little display. Not a little display, a cool display. Jim Gordon definitely stands out as my favorite figure here, though. They just nailed his face. It's perfect. Also, Riddler looks phenomenal. Really great figs. I love how most of these figs were never in the back. Like, I love it, though. It doesn't matter. Boom, put that there. Put that there. Full screen dragon. Full screen dragon. There you go. You ever scan the QR codes that's on the directions?
No, why? Do they do something?
No, that's why I'm asking you. I'm just noticing it again. I'm like, I kind of want to see what that goes to. After stream, I'll scan it if I remember. Watch this whole time. It's like, hey, you can win a sweepstakes, possibly.
Oh, this is where it sucks to be on the
Whoa.
PC.
There is a sweepstake. Is this on all sets?
What, the little win thing on the back?
Yeah. I've never actually looked at this, what it says. Go to www.lego.com/product feedback or scan the QR code. Give us your short feedback for a chance to win a cool Lego prize.
You know, I've seen that on all of them, and I'm like, what could it actually mean?
I'm going to go to that right now because we're full screen on you. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Anyone in chat ever done this? Oh, good question from Copper. Where do you guys display sets you build? I personally, I have a double-decker table. So I have my city stuff on top, and then underneath I have like my mini bat cave and space setup, and then like some Star Wars stuff. And then I hang the bat wing. I kind of find stuff for it where it can go. In my closet, I have like one shelf for clothes, and everything else I kind of use to display stuff like brick heads. What about you, Dragon?
Right now everything's in boxes because I'm getting ready to move at a certain point. I'm just trying to. I basically have compressed all my Legos to the most like physically compact form they could be. But I mean, normally I do have boxes that I keep them in. Sometimes the cool ones I'll keep on my shelf. I use a lot of stuff for filming is the main thing. Like if I buy something, it's because I think I can film something with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was part of the reason I bought this set. Is I definitely want to film some Batman stuff. 76183. Look, extra information. The prize is a Lego set, and winners are picked every month. Oh, is this that you want to take the survey for? Yes. Let's see how many questions there are. Which option best describes you? Okay. Where do you live? Okay. How old are you? Okay. 3,400, obviously.
Of course.
What year is it? 2022?
Yeah.
Okay, that's when I got the set then. How likely are you to recommend this set? 8 out of 10. Very good set, but overpriced if you buy it at eBay, in my opinion. How happy were you building the set? Very happy. Don't know. I don't know how happy I was building the set. With the building instructions, very happy. Playing with the set, very happy. How the set looks, very happy. Who built most of this set? Me, myself, and I. Is this your first set? No. If only, right? Is this your first Lego Batman set? Definitely not. Is this your first set in 2020? No. Wait, actually. No, it's not. Because I got the Tigers, so and the Sonic set, so no. For a moment, I was like, oh, wow. Maybe it was. But no. Including this set, how many Lego sets have you bought or been given in the past 12 months? I don't want to answer. 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 or more. In the past 12 months. I don't even know. Realistically. Okay, we'll go with that. How often do you build or do something with your own Lego bricks? At least once a day. Who bought the set? I did. Did you buy for a special occasion? No. I ripped someone off on eBay. I mean, they accepted, so it wasn't really a rip-off. Did you plan to buy the set? What do you mean? I bought it. Yes, I plan to buy this exact set. How did you first hear of this set? When it got leaked. There's not an option for that, though. There's an other box, but I feel like I shouldn't tell them that. What do you think, Dragon? Good or bad idea to say I first saw it from the leaks?
Say from the leaks. Having it on leaks is better. It builds hype.
Okay, I'm gonna say leaks. Other
All
leaks. Right. Surprised there's not an option for that.
Watch this. 7 seconds. I hate everything. Why is it so slow?
Also, Copper, where do you display sets for the most part? Would love to know that.
All right, let's see this. Did it turn out like I wanted to?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Why? Why did I not delete the clean
That's lit.
frames?
You got to
I thought I
delete the clean
did.
frames, but that's lit.
One moment. Let me go delete those clean frames so we can look at it properly. I feel like it's just too slow. Or at least the jump is too slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe delete a couple frames in the jump to ease out or ease in. But everything else looks good, I think, pace-wise.
All right, let's see if this is all the clean frames.
Oh, this is actually interesting. They asked you what would make the set better. What do you think would should there be more sets in this frame? Thing? Ooh, that's looking good now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the easing, because like it's a consistent jump. I think is the problem, because like here, that's fine. That's fine to be even, but this needs to be the like impact frame. Could be a little cleaner with at least the masking, but I think it's pretty good. Some of this stuff can be solved by like just straight up taping the set down to the table, but
Oh, yeah.
all right, let me see if I can
Okay. I did the survey. I'm going to say this on stream, so I'm held to it. If I win, whatever set they send me, I will drop. Whatever it is. No matter what. Whatever. I shouldn't commit myself to this, but I'm assuming it's not going to be too big of a set if I do win, which is a rare chance. But if I do, I will drop it on stream. I think that'd be pretty fun. So, I'd say go vote for me, but there's nowhere to vote. So, that is what it is. That would be pretty lit, though. First time doing this in like a decade and a half. Wins first try. Because, I mean, I've been ignoring that forever. I'm assuming other people also have.
all right, let me figure out.
Frumple says drop the Batcave.
We're not going to show that.
Maybe
Oh,
if we get to 200
it's
members
only
this month
that.
in the Discord.
Okay, so Portal.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do this a little jankily. So,
Okay.
tell me what you see.
I see the ground.
Do you only see the ground?
At the moment, yes.
Okay, so you're gonna need to share my screen. I'm gonna drop. Then you're gonna have to.
And then I'll go
unshare
after.
my screen, because I'm holding
Okay.
my laptop with the only camera which is on the screen facing away.
You ready to go on to the live stream?
Yep.
Okay. You're now on to the live stream.
All right.
Let's get a good drop.
Tell me when we're gonna drop at the same time.
Well, I think you should drop first. That way I can full screen it. And then I'll drop. That way they're both full screen for higher res.
All right. This is what we're dropping, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea to show them.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Oh!
All right. Unshare me.
All right. You are no longer shared.
Okay, we're good. All right, let's see a Portal.
Where'd the set go? Oh, yes, here it is. Okay, I got a sheet on the ground, so hopefully I don't lose the pieces like I did last time. Can we see? Here's the set we're dropping. Uh-oh, something already broke off, which is always worrying when something drop like... Oh my gosh, okay. We ready for this? Oh man, this is always a... Ah! That is painful.
Whoa.
Thank you for everyone who... Why did we drop these? I don't
Why
even
did-
remember.
We failed.
Oh, because we couldn't do 100 pieces.
Yep.
Well, those are the drops. I'm sure we'll show them again next live stream and on shorts because we love milking that with all the pain it comes. I'll probably be rebuilding that next stream because that thing got demolished. Anything else you want to say, Dragon?
No,
It
not
hurts
really.
my soul. Copper says, "Oh, the pain, the pain." All right, thank you guys, everyone, for coming, and see you guys next time we stream.